Hi, Leo. Thank you so much for watching. As always, thank you for all you do to support my channel and for being the most interactive and engaged with sign on my channel. As always, like, comment, subscribe, telling me that you want more Leo content on my channel. And the signs with the most activity, which has always been you, Leo, will get bonus readings as gratitude. Your readings will come out on Thursdays and Sundays, and check your playlist for about 80 other Leo readings. Sending you all love and light, and let's just get into your reading. I'm being called to this deck, which I never use. So what key messages do you want Leo to know, please? What key messages do you want Leo to know? What key messages? Thank you. So under the deck, we have virtue. You acknowledge your loving spiritual attributes that encourage others' growth. And under that, we had elevate. Okay. So with these two cards together, I'm getting a totally different message, but I'm just going to say it anyways. I feel like a lot of you are special people. You could be empaths, you could be earth angels, and you could have noticed throughout your whole life that you really have an impact on people's lives that you touch. You can motivate people, you can bring people up, you can provide comfort and support for people when they're in a time of distress. And just generally, you kind of help people on their path in a way, the person that I'm feeling, and you help to elevate people. And that's been a cycle in your life for a long time. And I just feel like that cycle's closing out though. Wow, we have so many cards here. Okay. Yeah. And this is exactly what I was feeling. So release, empath, or release, empathy, and freedom. So I feel like a lot of you acknowledge that was a role in your life. You did touch a lot of people's lives. You did help a lot of people, but it comes to a breaking point. It comes to a point that it's exhausting, that you're like, when is it going to be my time? Why do I have to support everyone else, love on everyone else, help everyone else, but it's never reciprocated? It's never it's never given back the same towards me, and I'm kind of tired of it is what I really feel. And then we have so many cards here, and like I said, I'm never called to use this deck, but basically we have, okay, all these cards here and having so many cards here. Basically, I'm just going to tell you what I'm feeling with this. So you are tired of the old cycle of your life. For a lot of you, you're tired of your only purpose being to be a virtue to others, to elevate others. You want to release that. You're tired, you're burnt out. And a lot of you, this could be happening inside of you and you don't really know what's going on, but it's part of your journey. It's because that was a cycle for you, but the cycle's now over. You can't just be the Mother Teresa of Earth and just give and give and nurture and never get anything back. Like, that's not fair. It's not balanced. The universe wants things that are balanced, right? So I feel like a lot of you feel like you had to, you either did in the last months to year, or you're doing it now, where you've released a lot of people, you've released a lot of places, you've released a lot of things, you've released beliefs, ways of being. And I feel like you feel free about it with that. And as you feel the freeness and releasing of what you do for others and how much you help others, you notice your creativity goes up. You notice you focus more on yourself as an individual. And you notice that you have a commitment to yourself above all others. And that's what a lot of you needed to learn for a long time. I'm not going to get into it too much, but I just heard childhood when I'm touching these cards. So something could have happened in your childhood where you felt like you had to be empathetic, because being an empath is a great thing, but it's a learned behavior for survival in childhood usually. It's actually the opposite of narcissism, but it's the same concept. childhood trauma, childhood wounds, different things, difficult people in your childhood, family, friends, whoever you have, that you had to, situations you had to go through, that you adjusted to become empathetic to other people's moods and feelings and all that stuff. But it comes to a point where you just are done. And that's exactly what you've already done, or what you're going to do is release that your virtue, your vision, your purpose in life is to elevate others and bring it all back to you, sweetie. You are number one. Everything in your life is a reflection of you. So you need to you need to pour into yourself how you pour into other people. Leo's a very nurturing, compassionate sign, but dial that tone way back on others and give it to yourself. And these cards are really standing out together too. So we have freedom and empathy. So you know that a change is needed. You know you're not happy how it is. You know you're not happy being the servant of your family, your friend group, your love connection, always doing more, always giving more, always nurturing, always talking people off an edge. And then when you need something, nobody is there, or they just spin it back around to what they need. People feed off of you in a way, and you want freedom for that, and you're going to be free from that. And what a lot of you need to do is there's some deep sort of forgiveness that somebody has to work on here. You have to forgive yourself, forgive others. And when somebody needs you and you turn your back on them, or you don't pick up their call, or you just don't want to do it, you don't want to spend time with this person, they're draining, they're negative, you don't want to be loyal to that job anymore, you want to go to the job that pays you more and you actually love, forgive that. You don't need to feel guilty. You don't need to feel guilty for leaving people behind. You don't need to feel guilty for cutting people off. You don't need to feel guilty for leaving people in the dust. I also just heard an ex situation with exes that treated you wrongly. And a lot of you, they could come back in and out of your life because you were so empathetic to their situation, to their trauma, to whatever the heck was going on with them, and understanding. You were too understanding for people, and you are just, you're transforming overnight to the point that you're not like that anymore. And you just forgive yourself. Do not feel guilty. Do not feel bad. Focus is on you, is what I really feel. And I know I've said this in your readings for a while now, Leo, but I really feel like this is, yeah, here we go. Any more messages? Yeah. Yep. So messages in the bottle is under the deck. I'm feeling job offers. I'm feeling love offers. I'm feeling friendships coming out of the woodwork, people from the past coming out of the woodwork, because you know what is so crazy? And then we have a change in the wind here. You know what's so crazy, Leo? The second that you pull back on everybody, they want you more. People always want what they can't have, and they always don't appreciate what's there, what's available. They always want what's gone or what could have been or all that. So I feel like that's a lot what's happening, because you're changing almost overnight, but not overnight at all, because it's been happening inside you for a long time. You're changing everything about you. You're changing everything up, I just heard. So like if people used to call all the time, used to pick up, you don't. If people used to always bring their tears, always bring their problems, always give you extra work, always need extra help, blah, blah, blah. All that's changing overnight. You've pulled back your energy so much, and it's because the focus is on you. A lot of you are doing something creative with your time, or you're working on yourself physically, or you have new love coming for you or in your life, or you're just nurturing relationships that nurture you. And it's just, oh my God, look at this. I just got chills when I flip this over. New life. That's exactly what is going to happen for you. And look at this here. Loyal heart to the sea, happy, happy. So look at these cards. Loyal heart, Leo, the sign ruled by the heart chakra, the most loyal of people, of Leo, of the zodiac signs. Your loyalty got you nowhere though. It just got you burnt out. And look at this to the sea, how unhappy she looks. She looks miserable. She looks drained. She just gets in this random boat that doesn't even look stable and goes to the middle of the sea with nothing else. And I think she has butterfly wings here too, from what I can see. So you're burnt out of this loyalty. You're burnt out of this giving. You're burnt out of this doting, all this stuff. All those qualities are amazing, Leo, but they need to be reciprocated. And if they're not, you're not going to be happy because you're pouring into people that aren't people, jobs, places that aren't pouring into you. And the second you get away from these people, or places or things or jobs, and distance yourself, you're going to be a lot happier. And by doing this, you're going to create a whole new life. All these offers, you're going to be very wanted is what I heard. So you're going to have a lot of offers in love, a lot of offers in job, a lot of offers in business, a lot of creative ideas that come up. Just everything's changing for you. And you're going to be a lot happier. And don't ever feel bad. Don't ever feel guilty. And I feel like that's another thing, if this is your reading, that you'll notice. If you were highly empathetic before, you could have felt like you wanted to make these changes, cut these people off, not answer their calls, not hang out with them, not become available to them, not do the extra work, on and on. You could have been wanting to do that for months to years, but you had something in you that made you feel bad or guilty, but that's gone now, is what I really feel. It's like you don't have that guilt. You don't have worry about other people's feelings, because I feel like everything's just come full circle to you, Leo. And what's come full circle is you realize those people didn't care about your feelings when they bled you dry. Those people didn't care about you when they just took and never gave. That job didn't care about you when it gave you extra work, and no extra pay. So why are these people surprised that you're leaving them behind? They shouldn't be surprised unless they're true narcissists. That's the only thing that I'm thinking. And it's just, I love this reading for you. It feels very freeing. Any more messages for Leo, please? Any more messages for Leo? Any more messages for Leo? Any more messages for Leo? Okay. So under the deck, we have this could be the one. So that goes with new life and calling in your soulmates under that as well. Then we have wedding, and we have retreat and healing family issues. Okay. So this is just, again, telling me that all the things that happened, all the overgiving, all the empathy, all the people pleasing, all the walking on eggshells because that person's sensitive or that person's hurt or that person needs your guidance. That was all family trauma. Either you know it or you don't, or it was passed on generations. Even if it wasn't yours, it's in your bloodline. That's why you overgave so much. Like, look at this child here touching the father, like as if the child can't be a child. He had to nurture his father as if he was the father. I feel like that's something for someone. There could be a mother or father wound where you couldn't even feel like you could be a child because you have a parent that's so unstable, or that always it's all about them. So even if you were a child, your needs didn't matter. You had to nurture your father, your mother, or tiptoe. So your behavior was that's someone's stuff. But that's all being left behind. You're leaving that behind. And also I feel like some of you are going on vacation too. And you're meeting new love. You're calling in a soulmate. You're having a new life. And you're having a wedding. A lot of you could have wanted a wedding for a long time. You could have wanted a relationship for a long time. You could have wanted a healthy, loving, balanced relationship, but you could not attract one because of all the trauma and wounds and things that you've been through that had to be healed first. It was a whole process, and it was very hard and very complicated, but you did it. And now that you're in that place, everything's changing for you. And you're going to attract, like I said, new love. You could already have it, a new life, a wedding. And then it says, let your friends help you. This is standing out to me in that, yes, you did have a lot of like people in your life that you had to let go of and were toxic, but a lot of you had a lot of good friends as well. And And I just heard as well, as you let one toxic one go, a new like amazing friend would randomly come into your life. So the universe is just replacing people. All these people that you're leaving behind, all these users, all these life suckers, all these whatever, as soon as they're gone almost, a new friend comes out of nowhere. A new love comes out of nowhere as soon as you let that toxic relationship go. Universe is watching you, supporting you, and replacing losses for you. So don't ever think that anything's a loss. Don't ever think that you're going to be alone. Don't ever think that you don't know how you're going to live without these people, because they're going to be replaced like overnight is what I really feel for you, Leo. Any more messages for Leo, please? Any more messages for Leo? Any more messages for Leo, please? Any more messages for Leo? Thank you for your messages. Thank you for your messages, Spirit. So the deck just split funny, so I'm just going to take these two because they want it. So we have the Empress, and then we have the Wheel of Fortune. So again, this new beginning in your life, Leo, is all about you. You are the star of the show now. You're the one that is going to be doted on. You're the one that's going to be nurtured. You're the one that's going to be taken care of. You're the one that's going to receive now. The time is over for all these overgiving. Yeah. And look at this. I'm just really noticing this Page's face here, in that he just looks shocked, disgruntled. He doesn't know what to do. He's like it's like that quote or whatever. It's like caught with your pants down or something. This is like the vibe that I'm getting. These people that you're leaving behind are going to feel like they're caught with their pants down. They're just confused. They needed your support to go potty or something, and they don't have it anymore. They have to do it on their own. So they're like confused. A lot of people are going to be really disgruntled, really unhappy. They're going to be trying to fight this. They're going to be trying to fight to stay in your life. They could be throwing temper tantrums. They could be trying to cause conflict, trying to get in the way of your new life or something, but none of it's going to work. And when you are gone, this is going to be a form of these people's karma as well. I feel like a lot of people took you for granted. A lot of people just assumed you'd always be there, assumed you'd always overgive so much and all these things, and they could give nothing and just have their cup filled from you. I'm really hearing phone call too. Like, I feel like for some of you, there's someone in your life that literally would call you. Like, it's almost like hounding calling. Like, it's like calling every day, calling, not getting a response, keep calling, leaving voicemails and stuff for some people. Every time they had a problem, you were their go-to free therapist that they would call, but they wouldn't actually go to a therapist even though they needed it. And they need professional help is what I just heard. You were their go-to person. Every time they had a boo-boo, they had to come to you, and look at how they feel now that you're gone. But they never gave that energy back to you. They never supported you when you needed something, when you called. It was just flipped back to their problems, or they just didn't answer or weren't available for you, but they always wanted it from you. And again, you're just leaving them all behind, and they can fight amongst themselves, I just heard. So I don't know what that means. I just heard exes too. So there could be like multiple exes fighting for your attention. As soon as you find the love of your life, as soon as you're in a healthy relationship, all these people that couldn't commit to you, couldn't give you what you wanted, couldn't treat you right, are all going to try and fight for your attention. Like the last fight is what I just heard. So there's some people here that are not going to go out of your life without a fight, but that's what the block button's for. That's what the ignore button's for. That don't pick up the call. Don't ruin your day. Don't waste any more energy is what I really feel. Just walk away from these people and block them if you have to, or just don't pick up. And if they want to keep power calling, they can keep power calling. But I would not ruin my day over it for one more minute. What you're attracting is a true pair situation that you could end up marrying, an emperor and an empress. So two healthy, emotionally stable people that are in good places in their life, financially, mentally, physically, very attractive too. I just heard power couple. I just heard too, that you could be marrying. That's what you're going towards. and the Wheel of Fortune. So I just heard fortune and fame when I picked this up. I feel like you're going to have some kind of financial gain, some kind of fame gain for some of you, and you're going to be surrounded by the right ones, I just heard. So friends, family, love, workplaces, creative endeavors that make you happy and make you feel fulfilled, and not all this draining, like this energy, these people could have never gotten to you if you didn't have that empathic childhood wound. No one else would tolerate them. No one else would nurture them. No one else would feel bad for them except for you because of the wound that you had to heal. And this is your reading, Leo. Thank you so much again for all your support, all your comments. Love to hear from you. Sending love and light, and see you in your next video.